Before participating in the following activity, there are some important things we want you to do. Please remember to practice physical distancing of at least 6 feet from anyone that is outside of your home. Wear comfortable and proper shoes. Make sure you have an open space around you with no objects or obstacles in the way. Use the proper equipment or alternative objects you can find in your home. And last, stay hydrated and have fun.
Everyone, it's Coach Lisa from Special Olympics in North Bay. Hope that everyone is healthy and well during this time of COVID-19. Special Olympics Ontario wanted to talk to you about some training you could do during this time. So I'm here to talk to you about long distance running and what we can do. But right now you have to make sure you're safe. You have to make sure you're well and healthy. So that means you probably have to stay home more than usual. Number 2, you might have to stay away from your friends and your family for a little while longer, and that's okay. And number 3, you still have to be active. So make sure you're out and you're moving, you're running, and you're doing whatever you love to do. Some of you like to swim, some of you like to paddleboard, some of you like to do yoga. Whatever it is, that is wonderful. For long distance running, we have to have a plan. We can't just go out and run a 3,000 because that, oh my gosh, that's 7.5 times around a track. You'd be tired. You can't just go out and run a 5,000. Oh my goodness, that's 12.5 times around a track. You would be very sick. And 10,000, my goodness, that's 25 times around a track. So you have to make sure you are training. So for all the long distance people out there, all the long distance runners, you want to make sure you are still training during this time when we can't be with our coaches and we can't be with our teammates. And as sad as that is, you are still responsible for your own training. So today we're going to talk about long distance training. And the very first one is to make sure you have a plan. And I'm going to show you one that we do with our athletes. And Sharon, who is my trusty filmer, is going to try to get this in a shot. You see that, Sharon? Perfect. So this is what we can do for a week plan for long distance running. This is just an example. Your coaches may do something completely different. This is the one that I would use with my athletes right now as we're just starting out our training. And always, 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 you're going to listen to your body. So if any of these days you don't feel well, you're just going to slow down. You might even stop. You might walk, and that is okay. Listen to your body. Monday's an awesome day because we get to rest. Woohoo! So you get to kind of chill out at home. You might go for a walk, but this is your day to just relax. Tuesday is your interval training day, and we're going to talk about that later on in the video. So Tuesday is your interval training day. Wednesday is your short run day, and that could be just a 1 kilometer. It could be a walk run. It could be a 2 kilometer that's really slow, but this is your short run day. Remember, you've got to put in some miles to be a long distance runner. So this is your short day. On Thursday, that's your cross training day. That could be a day where you go out for a swim. It could be a day that you do Zumba. It could be a day that you do yoga, or you go for a walk with your parents or with your friend who you live with. Whatever. That is your day to do whatever you want to do as long as you're active, because you have to be active. If you don't want to do that, you can do some hill work, which we're going to talk about today, or some speed work, which is really important for long distance running too. Not just sprinters do speed work, so do long distance runners. On Friday, guess what? You get to rest again. That's exciting. Saturday, this is your long run day. This is the day you put in the kilometers. This is you go as far as you can go. To start off with, you're probably just going to be doing 2K, 3K, and make sure you're walking a little bit after to do a cool down. This is your long run day. And then Sunday is an easy day. That's your walk run day. That's 30 minutes of just moving day. And then you start all over. But your coaches will be able to design a plan like this for you. So talk to your coaches before you start, and they know you the best. So they're going to design a plan just for you. This is what I would use for my athletes because I know them really well. So this is where we would start off our season. So that is a plan. You must have a plan You can't just go out willy-nilly and try to train without having a plan, okay? Okay, so that's our first part. Now we're going to move on to our warm-up. So one of the most important things for a warm-up for long-distance running is to make sure you are running when you start. So you want to get about a 5-minute jog in, and that's a nice slow jog just to warm up your muscles to get you moving. And behind me, you're going to see one of our Special Olympic athletes coming, and his name is Nick. And Nick always does an excellent warm-up. So right now, he is jogging in order to get ready to do our training for today. You must always jog before you start your training. Training day or a race day, you've got to get those muscles warmed up. Nick and I are going to move now, and we're going to do some warm-up stretches and dynamic stretches that you can do to get started on your training day. Okay, off we go. The very first thing that Nick is going to do is he's going to do some lunges, and he's going to do some lunges forward. And we like moving in our warm-up. We don't like to be standing still. So he's going to do some lunges forward. He's going to do those 4 times. So he's going to go from one spot to the next and back 4 times. So we're going to get him filmed. Nick is going to run down to his start point, and we're going to get him filmed. Okay, we can just move right over and you can film. Okay, Nick, start with your lunges, please. Stop here instead. We're going to turn around and go back. No. Lunges back. Lunges back. Oops. So you're going to see that Nick is getting nice and low. And he's warming up those calves, he's warming up those thighs. And now he's on number 3. We always do this 4 times. Yep, he's warm because he's taking off his jacket. Which is good. That's exactly what we want to have happen. Getting those knees nice and low. And he's making sure his body is still upright. It's not leaning over. He's doing a great job. To the end. Okay, turn around. Back. So now Nick is going to finish up his last one. This is number 4. I like the fact that Nick goes nice and slow. He doesn't rush it. He really focuses on his body, focuses on his legs, and he breathes really nicely too, all the way through it. So that's wonderful. Going to demonstrate a side lunge. So we do about 20 of these. Just again, now you're going to be warming up the groin area, warming up the side of your legs and your hips as well. Nice and slow. Halfway way there. Nice and slow. Don't rush. Don't rush. Okay, very good. All right, so now we're going to, one of the biggest muscles in your body is your quad muscle and then your hamstring. So your quad muscle is this muscle right here. And it's a big, strong muscle. And if we don't warm that up, we could be in trouble. We could get some muscle pulls. Another big muscle is your hamstring, and it runs all the way up the back of your leg. Another big, big muscle that we have to get warmed up. So Nick is going to demonstrate how we do a quad exercise stretch that's moving and a hamstring stretch that's moving. So up, and then he's going to bring it back. He's going to bring it up, and he's going to bring it back. Okay? Yep, up and back. That's okay. If you're off balance, that is absolutely fine. And up and back. Good. 3. Nice. Okay, I know. That's okay. Yep, that's okay. You're doing great. Okay, got 5.
Another 5 to go.
Yep, another 5. You're doing great. I do the same thing, don't worry. Okay.
These are really hard.
Yep, they are. You gotta be thinking with your brain. Think, think, think. Okay, let's go the other side now.
Please.
Yep. And it's a good thing that Nick is a goalie because he has good balance. If you were doing this, another person might fall a lot.
Maybe I got the mango, you never know. That just really does not help.
Okay, 2 more. And 1 more. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to move into something that gets your heart rate up a little more, and it also stretches out your legs. It's high knees, we call it. So Nick is going to do 2 sets of high knees because they're a little tiring. So we don't go too far with high knees, and then we don't go for as long as well. So Nick is going to run down to the end, and Nick up to this mark again. Okay, here he goes, high knees. Boom, boom. Da, 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 da. Nice. He's going to try to add his arms in a little bit. Okay, great. And then back, Nick. Okay. Okay, again, high knees. Great. Keep going. Doing great. All the way to the end. See, Nick goes with his feet nice and tight, and then he does not go too far down the track.
One more?
What? Yeah, if you want to do 1 more back, that would be, can you just go there and go back? Okay, great. And his head is nice and high. He's bringing those knees up nice and high. Very, very, very well done. Okay, now we're going to do something that looks a little funny. It looks a little goofy, but we like it. It's called the butt kick. So he's gonna, yeah, he loves it. He's gonna do the butt kick down and the butt kick back. Okay, Nick?
Same place?
Yeah, same place, and we're gonna do that twice. Okay, Nick? Okay, off you go. So this is the butt kick. Kick your butt. Kick, kick.
I am hitting my butt, by the way.
Good. And he's gonna go back.
How many times do you?
And you want to do your butt kick back too. Okay, we're gonna do it twice. You can see he's getting huffy puffy. This is a good thing. Kick, kick, kick. You are. Okay, and one more set. Okay, so he's gonna be trying to kick his butt without going fast. Okay, and one more time, kicking your butt, and you're not going fast. You're gonna go nice and slow. Okay, because this warm-up is not about speed, right? Okay. Good. Perfect. Okay. I can stay down there, Nick. Stay down there. Now we're gonna do crossovers, and the athletes love crossovers. We kind of get confused sometimes which way we're going, however, but we're gonna do some crossovers. And the key to this is keeping your body nice and upright and moving your legs to the side properly. And Nick is gonna demonstrate, he's very good at these. Okay, off you go, Nick. You go, yeah, face that way. Okay, slow, we're not going fast. Awesome. And one more time, facing the other way. See how he turned? That's great. Okay, and one more time. Okay, thank you. You can stay right there. Now, if you get to the point that you can do a crossover and more like it's called a grapevine step, sometimes that's even better to warm up. So it's like this, and then you drop your foot back. This, drop your foot back. This, drop your foot back. Over, back, over. Same with this way. This way. Okay, so the way Nick did it is absolutely fine. If you want to challenge yourself, you can do that type of crossover as well. So we're done our warm-up. Nick, are you ready to run now?
I need a drink, yeah.
Okay, so he needs a drink. He's ready to go. His heart rate is up, and he is warm muscles now, right, bud? So we are ready to go. Hi, everyone. We're going to talk a little bit about interval training. Interval training is very, very important. It's a time for us to get our speed up and make sure that we are getting our strength up as well. So interval training means that we're going to run fast for a period of time, or faster, and then slow down and recover and run again fast. Okay? So your coaches will design an interval that's good for you. We're going to do a few today. So the first one we're going to do is this, I call it interval 1. We're going to warm up, which we've already done. We did a great job warming up. We're going to look at a landmark or something way down the track or way down the trail, wherever we're running, and we're going to target that, and we're going to say we're going to run to that really fast, maybe about 60% of our pace, and then we're going to recover. We're going to breathe, we might even walk, we might jog, and then we're going to run it again. Okay? So landmark, run, and then jog, recover, landmark again, jog, recover, until we probably are going to do that about 3 or 4 times. And then we're going to see how we feel, and we're going to repeat it. Okay? Today you're only going to see one set of that so that you get an idea. So Nick and I are going to go down to the end. Sharon is going to film. So what you're going to see is us running up to a light pole fairly fast. Nick's faster than I am. And then we're going to jog or walk until the next light pole. Then we're going to run faster again and then jog. If you're doing this on a track, it might be you're going to run fast for 100 meters or 200 meters, and then you're going to slow down and jog or walk for maybe 100 meters, and then do the 200 again, and then jog and walk for 100 to recover. Your coach can design a really good interval for you. I call this the landmark interval training. Okay, so we're going to head off. Nick doing that really good job of that. He ran really fast to the first light pole, then he recovered. And then he ran really fast to the next light pole, and then he recovered. Now, we're in a short area here. Usually you would do this a lot longer. So you'd run maybe 5 or 4 light poles and then recover. We just want to show you how it is, how you do it. And you did a great job, Nick. Interval that you can do, I call it the 3-minute interval. So we've already warmed up, we've done that. We got a 3-minute run, and we do it at about 60%. So we're just going to show you an example today instead of doing the whole 3 minutes. So Nick is going to run at about 60%, and then when he gets close to us, he's going to start to recover. He's going to slow down, breathe, and recover, and then he's going to start again another 3 minutes at 60%. And we would do that 4 or 5 times, okay? So we'll give him the clue and he can get started now. Breathe, and your mom's gonna keep going, mom's gonna follow you. Perfect. Well, another interval we do quite often, I call it the 5, 5, and 5. So we do 5 minutes very, very easy running, and I mean easy, it's a jog. And then we do 5 minutes of comfort running, where Nick and I could run together for 5 minutes and have a conversation about last night's hockey game, okay? Then 5 minutes of super hard tempo, high-paced running. So we do 5 minutes easy, 5 minutes comfort level where you can chat, 5 minutes where you're not going to be able to chat because you're going to be really huffy-puffy. And then we repeat that twice, okay? So then we go back to the beginning, 5 easy, 5 comfort, and 5 hard. And I call that the 5, 5, 5. Now, if you get really good, you can up that to 7, 7, and 7. Or you can really get good and go 10, 10, 10, or even more. Okay? So it's up to you. You got to listen to your body. The next one we're going to talk about is hills and hill training. This work, okay? Our hills workout is a part of your intervals, if you would like, or it's also a part of a day where if you were doing cross training and you want to throw some hills in, this would be a really good day to do it too. So we usually do hills about 8 to 10 times. Today, Nick is going to show you 4 times a hill workout, what he does. You're going to notice that his head is up, he's driving with his arms, and he's driving with his legs. And then when he comes down the hill, it's a nice, slow recovery. Yeah, you're good to go. Yeah. It's a nice, slow recovery. So it's not a fast run down the hill. He's letting his body recover so that he's ready for the next segment, the next hill that he's going to do. So you're going to watch Nick go right now, and he's going to show you how it's done. Anytime you're ready. And he's driving. And he's using both arms. And he's pushing. And he's push, push, push. Okay. Now a slow jog down, just a trot, because he's recovering. Slow. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay, and when he's ready, he's going to take another rep. Okay, here he goes. He's push, push. Hard, 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 push. Push. Okay, and a nice slow jog back. Slow jog. Nice slow, slow. Good work. Okay, we can stop that. Go. And push. Using your arms. I like that head. That's it. Head is up. Using his arms. Driving with his knees. Drive. Beautiful. And walk back. Or jog back. And push, 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 push. Good. Use. Go. Okay, you stay there, Nick. Stay there, please. Okay, so that is a hill workout. And the hill workout we would do maybe 8 times, depending on how the athlete was feeling. Nick's done 4 today. He's done an amazing job. So we are good for today. So our hill workout, remember, is to build our strength and build our endurance and build our muscles. And he did a great job. Well done, Nick. Okay. The really important part after we have done an amazing workout and we're all tired is to ensure we cool down. If we just stop, our muscles are going to seize up, and boy, oh boy, the next day you are going to be in some pain with your muscles. So you have to make sure that you cool down. Part number 1 of a cool down is you've done your jog. You've walked around the track, you've done a jog, you've just brought that heart rate right down and right down low. So Nick has already done his jog and he's ready to start now with his cool down stretches. Now for our cool down, we hold our stretches a lot longer than we did with our warm up. So you will see Nick holding his stretch and holding his stretch, and he's not moving as much because he doesn't have to get his heart rate up now at all because he's done his workout and he did a great job. So now we're going to a nice and slow cool down. The very first one Nick is going to do, I call it a kneeling hip flex, and he's going to do that about 10 times. He's going to show you, this is kind of a goalie move too, so he likes this one. It is to stretch out the hip and stretch out the groin. Okay, so Nick is going to be filmed, and off you go. 5 times on each side. He's going to flex, he's going to hold it, and he's going to come back up, and then he's going to do it again, and hold it, and back up, and down, hold it, and back up, and back down.
I'm gonna go on the grass so it's not so hard on my knee.
Okay. He's just going to go on the grass. Okay. Good, and hold it. And back up. Can you put your front foot out just a little further? Perfect. And then back down and hold it. Perfect. Can we switch legs now? So we usually do it about 10 times on one leg and about 10 times on the other leg. Okay, and forward. Perfect. And back. And then forward. Hold it. And back. And forward. And back. Forward. And back. Okay, so you're done that. The next one that we do is we do on the ground hip twist. And I'm actually going to film this one so that if Nick needs correction, his mom can correct him. So Mom and Nick live in the same household, so they are very good to be together. So I'm going to do the filming. Okay, so this is a very important stretch in order to stretch out the hip and the groin. And he's trying to keep his shoulders on the ground. And Mom is just going to correct him. And he's going to go back to center and do it again. Yeah, same side. Let's do it again, same side, Nick. Excellent. And this is the time he's breathing deep and he's thinking about how an awesome workout he had. Okay, now he's going to do the other side, because it's very important to do your stretches on both sides. Always one side is going to be a little stiffer than the other side. That is just the way the human body is made. Okay, back to center, Nick, and do that side again. Beautiful. Yep. And he's going to pull himself up into a nice little ball. He's going to hold it, and he's going to come back down. And he's going to do it again. And we do this exercise about, I don't know, 8 or so times, and we switch our legs. as well. He's going to show you how he switches his legs. And he pulls himself up, stretches out the back, stretches out the hamstring, and back to center, and try it again. One more time. Awesome. Okay, Nick, you can stand up. Okay, so now we're going to do quad and hamstring. Okay, do you want to do calf first? Okay, we're going to start with his calf. And he's going to make sure that that calf is nice and stretched out. He's going to hold it for a little bit. And then relax it a bit. And do it again. And leaning down into it, Nick. Good. And then he's going to do the next leg. Same thing. Stretching out that calf. And back to center. And then he's going to do it again. You see how Nick's stretches are nice and slow and long during our cool down. Slow and long. Okay, now he's going to hold on to something, and he's going to do his quad muscle, that big muscle that goes down from your hip to your knee. And that muscle needs lots of good stretching. And then he's going to come back to center. Good. And he's going to do each leg probably about 4 or 5 times. Now he switched legs. He holds it for longer. Then back. He's going to do it again. Okay, now he's going to stretch out that hamstring muscle at the back by doing a nice deep lunge forward and leaning into it. Okay? Making sure that leg is nice and straight. Good. Can you get your head up? Good. Okay, do that leg again. And nice and straight. Good. Leaning right in. That muscle's a big muscle, so you got to stretch it out. We're going to switch legs. We're going to do the other muscle. Okay, now we're going to finish off by doing our arms, okay? Because our arms did get a workout. So we're going to do a little bit of arms, pulling it right across, and then bringing it out, and doing it again, pulling it across. And then he's going to do the other arm. And he's going to hold it. And he's going to shake it out, and then do it again. Perfect. And then he's going to very slightly tilt, not pull, just tilt. Neck on one side and neck on the other side. Beautiful. So that was our cool down, and Nick did a great job. He has had a full exercise today. He's done his warm-up jog, he's done his stretches, he's done his intervals, and he even did some hill workout today. So he's had a full day. And now he did a great cool down. So I'm really proud of you, Nick. You did a great job. Thanks to Mom for filming.
And awesome coaching.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. He said I was an awesome coach. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you at Special Olympics. Okay, this is our athlete that's been doing our training with us today, and this is Nick Fung. Nick, can you tell us a little bit about Special Olympics and your involvement?
That's really fun.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for a while. It's like when you do it for so long, you get a sense of bond. So I've been playing basketball, I've been running track, I went to nationals and did my coach is behind the camera. And I did running long jump, shot put, and 100-meter sprints and relay. Rocked it, and
Yeah. So the best part about Special Olympics?
to have fun.
To have fun and do your best, right?
Yeah.
Right. So from North Bay Special Olympics, we want to say
Thank you.
thank you and stay
Stay active.
active and stay safe. Thank you.